My name is Dujardin. I'm 21 years old and I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when I was born. I'm quite outgoing as a person, I'm quite bubbly. My friends would say I'm quite opinionated, but I'm also very caring for my friends. When I was born, my parents were told that the life expectancy for someone with cystic fibrosis is between 25 and 30 years old, so quite young when I was born.
It's quite painful to look back. But we tend to just live today and be grateful.
I think the biggest challenges for living with CF is incorporating doing your medicine into living a normal life. Huge challenge for me growing up was putting on weight. I found it very difficult. I had to consume a huge amount of calories and always remember to take my drugs so that I would actually put on weight at the same time. So yeah, a huge part of CF is just really being strict with yourself and having to grow up at a really young age. My parents have been so supportive of me. It was always my mum's dream that I would do everything that any other child would do. So she put a huge amount of effort into making sure that I could do everything and go on every school trip and not be excluded from activities. I was very lucky to start taking a modulator at a very young age, and ever since the day I've started taking the modulator, my lung function has not deteriorated. It's gone slightly up and down in percent, but never fully deteriorated at all. I found it far, far easier to put on weight. I've been able to go around the world travelling with my friend with a backpack full of medicine still, but the idea that I've been able to travel around the world is absolutely huge. I recently run a half marathon, and a big ambition of mine is to run a marathon at some point. I think it would be such an amazing accomplishment, especially to show what the modulator can do and the impact of the modulator. I look at the future completely differently. I think I have high aspirations for the future, and I don't really see my life as being any different to anybody else.
I hope everybody with CF gets this chance, because it's extraordinary. Yes, we're very grateful.
I've been very lucky enough to receive the modulator at such a young age. Obviously it only affects 4% of people who have the gene type G551D, but I'm really hopeful that the future research by scientists is going to affect the 96% of people who have other gene types. And I really hope that this will be in the near future, because I know what impact it's made receiving a modulator at such a young age. I really hope that everybody else with CF will be able to receive it very soon, and that people who are born in the next few years with CF will be able to receive it and therefore will be able to live relatively normal lives. The impact of taking a modulator is basically it completely changes your perspective on the future. You're basically targeting the problem and you're addressing the problem before it's a problem. It's being proactive rather than reactive. Dealing with the problem firsthand is so important with CF.